Alright, welcome back YouTube. This is Lord Zath bringing you another episode of Zath's Replay Theater. This battle is a Tier 5 battle with Lert, and he's actually with us today, so go ahead and say hi, sir.
Hello, the internet.
And Lert, if you wouldn't mind, tell us a little bit about this Giulio Cesare OP Seal Clubber ship that you're taking out.
That is exactly how I would describe it. Cesare is a very fun ship. I call it my little mobster because it's Italian and I'm racist. It's also small. It's more agile than it has any right to be. The guns are amazing. It's very comfortable to drive and just a joy to step on seals' faces with.
All right. Now, let's take a look. You've got premium consumables, which makes sense. And it looks like you're running Zulu Hotel and Red Dragon flag, so you're trying to get some Commander XP out of this?
That's right.
Okay. One question, if you don't mind me asking, why are you using the standard camo instead of then one of the camos that would give you like extra bonuses, like the Valentine's Day camo?
I like to keep those for my higher tier ships, and besides, the ship just looks pretty in this camo.
I agree with both. Makes perfect sense.
Looks matter.
That's right. I was, when I was getting ready for the wiki, I was amazed at the level of detail that Wargaming put into the ship. I mean, I'm looking right now at the back of the number 3 turret, and there's a battle scene or something, a mural that's up there. I mean, that's just freaking cool.
the brass relief, yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
So, as a tier 5 battle, you're kind of at a big advantage here, being top tier. What would you say are your biggest threats going to be?
The biggest threats are going to be destroyers. I mean, this thing turns very well, but if they sneak up on you, or from an angle that you don't expect them from, torpedoes will hurt. Plus, everything and their mother throwing HE around. People blame the British battleships for that, but it was, I think, Dunkirk that started it all.
Yeah, I remember when Dunkirk came out, and a lot of the community contributors said it was garbage and terrible boat, and then some people started taking that thing out and just going HE spam only, and boy, I had a lot of fun doing that with some friends, and it turned out to be a great tier 6 battleship.
Well, I don't remember any CC calling it garbage. I do remember many CCs, including Mouse and me at the time, I did a Lert box in her review, calling it tricky and not easy and requiring a high skill floor, and that you really need to keep your head in the game when driving that ship.
Very true. Good point. Thanks for the correction there.
It's much the polar opposite of Cesare in that respect. Cesare is just comfortable and easy.
Yep. Now, can I ask, why did you open up with HE at the start of the match instead of having AP loaded?
I usually start with HE in my barrels because usually fast light cruisers and little destroyers are the first thing you see, and if you hit them right, they go pop.
Even light cruisers like that Omaha that you shot at originally and the Kuma you just shot at a minute ago?
Oh, you were already started. Sorry, I was still...
Oh, I did it again. I'm sorry. I completely forgot. I'm so used to... I apologize. I should have said something. Go ahead and start. I'm at 1632 right now. Derp. Sorry about that.
How do I fast forward?
Insert will fast forward you. And then you hit the home key to go back to normal speed. And just let me know...
What's your timestamp?
I'm at 1632. So just let me know when you're right there, and then we'll get caught up again. Again, I apologize. I completely derped on that.
1627. I went over a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah, you must have seen that little, sneaky shot over the mountain.
Yep. So are you paused right now, sir?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and unpause. And I'm at 1623, 22, 21. Is that about synced?
Yeah, that's about synced.
Perfect. All right. So apologize for that, but so yeah, so
it happens.
So doing the HE on those light cruisers, is you generally find to be enough?
Well, if you don't kill the ship outright by detonation, which is always funny, you at least muck up their modules and make them rethink the strategy. Of course, AP into the Citadel
Like that?
is also like that. It's also very funny, but like I said, usually it's destroyers and fast little light cruisers that you meet first.
I see, okay. Good point. And I completely didn't even think about detonations and how easy it is to pop the magazines on Omahas and all that. And I know Mouse did a lot of work on kind of discovering that information.
Yeah, if you're thinking that my camera work is a little bit strange right now, that's because my cat was annoying me.
The Lert cat exists, huh?
Oh yeah.
Nice. So is that your cat then in the avatar on your form?
No, that's just a cat I found online.
Ah, gotcha. That's cool. My cat gets annoying sometimes too. He wants attention. He'll park himself right on the mouse pad and restrict my movement. So.
And get in front of the monitor and on the keyboard and blah blah blah.
Fortunately, mine doesn't do that. Although sometimes he will walk all over my. I have a wireless keyboard on the couch, and sometimes he'll walk on that. But but yeah, my standard keyboard, he doesn't feel that comfortable going in front of my monitor yet. So I don't know how, but I guess I got lucky there. Okay, and you got Malice with you too, right? And he's another Foramite. And
Yes,
Super Tester,
yes,
right?
He is. He's also my my normal divisioning buddy.
Gotcha.
He's still working on his vampire kill mission, so I leave a few low health point ships for him to kill. You'll
Very
see that later. Yeah, in the beginning it's just, driving in figure eights and putting AP, putting warheads on foreheads. It's just how it goes.
Never heard of it that way, but yeah, that's a very good point. And ooh, took a bit of a hit there from the Kaiser, but you got him too, so.
Yeah, he got me good, but that's what driving Cesare is like.
Mm-hmm.
She's very tanky when angled, but when side on, she's quite vulnerable.
And you have to expose a good amount of broadside to get that second turret in range or an angle.
Exactly, but she's agile enough to make it work.
Yeah. Got a good hit on the Kaiser there. And I want to mention earlier too, you did a nice job of when you saw the Clemson, you immediately turned away from him, so he had to charge into you and everybody else, and of course paid the price for that.
Yep.
So now you're leaving. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, here I'm asking Malice if he wants to kill on the Kaiser, because I can easily pop him right now, but he said that he wanted to kill, so I'm putting shells on the Congo.
Makes sense. I was actually just about to comment. Looked like that's what you were doing, so cool. Now you're in voice comms with him then, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Gotcha.
And there goes the Kaiser.
Yep.
At this point, I'm just looking at this corner. North has fallen, south is very much contested, middle is open. We are leading in ships and points, but I'm really not happy with the team and how we're all hiding behind.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm starting to push up.
Makes sense. And I'm assuming you've clicked on one of those squadrons to enhance your DPS for anti-air?
Yes. But they're dropping on Malice, so
Poor guy.
Well, like I said on the forum, my division mates are fodder and spaced armor and torpedo belts for me.
Right. I find it interesting that Kirov is just kind of, I guess he's trying to fire over the island at like your Wyoming, Omaha in the backfield.
Yeah, I don't really have good angles on him, so I'm just gonna leave him for later. I'm just thinking I need to take the lead, to push ahead.
Right, makes perfect sense.
I did notice the little destroyer up north, though.
Yeah, I just saw him too.
He'll have a
replay
story
bugs.
later. Yes, always entertaining.
Yep. There we go. Now it just the game decided to display properly. Now you're being spaced armor for Malice now. This isn't proper.
No, it's give and take. It's give and take. I give, he takes.
Right. Right. Well, and it makes sense too because you have the higher health pool right now anyway.
Yep. At this moment, I'm just, still trying to do what I can to win this corner of the map. We're looking good over here, but we're still, hiding behind the islands a little bit, and I'm still keeping an eye on the destroyer up north.
Well, and that Bogue is definitely dead.
Yeah, well, sometimes they'll surprise you and they'll pop a destroyer. Our Omaha is turning around, as you can see.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm hoping for... Sorry?
Oh, go ahead.
I'm hoping for our other battleships out back to turn around as well, but they aren't. And now there's another cruiser
Yep, nice
coming
citadel.
through the middle. Thank you.
Oh, 2 citadels. And a high caliber. Well, yeah, and I think one thing I was going to mention is earlier I think it might have been useful for you or Malice to just say something to the team, maybe control-click on the Isakaze and say, dudes, come on.
Yeah.
You're leaving that Bogue out to dry there. Oh, there
Now
you go.
I see that their Cesare is going up the middle as well, if you saw him blink in and out for a bit.
It's kind of
now
that last-minute desperation move. I mean, that's all they can really do now.
It is, but now I'm deciding, okay, well, I'm reasonably quick. They're not really shooting at me, so I am the one to turn around and head back.
And that's one thing that Mouse mentions in her how do you control your win rate thread. When you're in standard battle like this, turn around and defend the base. Because if you just push forward and expect everybody else to come back and turn around, it doesn't necessarily work that way.
Yeah, here I'm hoping that one of my shells will go a bit long and hit him, but they won't. But yeah, you are completely correct. Also, you can attack their base all you want. You can be aggressive all the way you want, but it's no use attacking their base if you're losing yours.
Exactly. I think that's something that a lot of players, especially newer players, just don't understand. So I'm glad we're able to kind of highlight that here and kind of showcase what you're doing right, and in a sense, what the 2 Wyomings and the Koenig are doing wrong.
I love flying my shells in.
Yeah. When I first got carriers, I used to do that all the time and just follow the fighters and bombers in as they dropped on things. It's just so much fun.
Yeah, here you can see that our Wyoming has turned around as well, and he's going to do a stellar job defending as well.
Yeah, I see, and that's awesome. And now you're thinking that that Omaha, for doing what he did, even though he died, he still delayed the cap, and he forced the Isakaze on defensive.
Oh yes, that Isakaze is going to be a thorn in my nail, by the way. Thorn in my side. Nail in my coffin, By
By the way,
it's going to be annoying.
Is it pronounced Koenig or is it pronounced Koenig?
Koenig.
Koenig.
It's Koenig. It's very soft G.
Koenig. Okay. Got it. Thank you.
There, Cesare is also doing the right thing. He's angling in. He's showing his belt at an auto bounce angle. We can't really do much to him.
Right. Now, hopefully the Wyoming goes the other direction, then turns right while you go left, and it forces him to not be able to angle to both.
That's why I'm going up towards our cap, towards the middle. Also because that Isakaze is still there.
Right. And if anybody can dodge his torps, you can.
It's me.
Yeah, exactly.
Not a Wyoming. Wyoming's dodge continents. Cesare's dodge torpedoes. I should have probably... I did switch to HE. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, and I was just going to comment he's using HE too, so cool. Hey, secondary's getting into play.
Yep.
I always love watching the secondaries go. I mean, they don't do a lot of damage, but they're just fun, right?
Do you remember that patch where they changed the graphics?
Yeah.
And I drove a lot of German battleships after that patch landed. What I don't see is that the Isakaze dropped some torpedoes on the Wyoming, and they're going to hit him while I'm not looking. We're going to flood him out and sink him. So in a bit, when I ask him to help me find the Isakaze, he says that he's already dead.
Gotcha.
Now I'm looking at the map as well, and it looks like we're easily winning, but you know how battles go and things turn around. I'm just also trying to WASD and throw my ship around corners and try not to get torpedoed.
Right.
But like I said, I didn't see the Isakaze threw them at the Wyoming.
And Isakaze's got, what, 7-kilometer torps and really good reload on them?
Something like that. 7-kilometer torps with high damage and high flood chance.
Yep. And now we see the Wyoming has turned away and he is flooding.
Yes.
But you're right, I'm looking at that mini-map of that Shenyang and saying, alright, he's about to get blapped by the Wyoming. Hey, look, that happened.
That happened. At this moment, I'm just paying more attention to what I'm doing because I know that Isakaze is still there. And in a destroyer against a battleship with a destroyer unspotted, I normally favor the destroyer.
Yep, there he is.
Yep, I see him. I try to turn my guns on him. He's conveniently backing up, but this shows how agile the Cesare is.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice.
And pop.
And even if he got his torpedoes out on you, it really doesn't matter. You can DCP of floods. I mean, all he can hope to do is, you know, pop your magazines, I guess.
Well, he did get torpedoes off, but once again, Cesare shows its agility and is just gone before they can get near. At this moment, it still looks like we've got the advantage, but I see strike incoming on our Wyoming, and I see that their Wyoming is over there, and I can't hit him, and their carrier's somewhere off north, and I'm just thinking I need to get to their base and make my guns count.
So you're planning on going through the channel now, then?
That is, at this moment, my plan, yes.
Gotcha. Because, I mean, the Zuiho could be around that corner up in north, but you just don't know where he is.
Right, and at this moment, I think our best chance is to just put pressure on their cap. And there goes our Wyoming.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're behind on points, we're even on ships, they have a carrier, and that's a big advantage for them.
Absolutely. It's unfortunate that that Wyoming wasn't really doing too many maneuvers to try to dodge the torpedo bombers.
It was probably a newish player and not a seal clubber like me.
It happens.
Now I'm thinking more, if I am there Wyoming and I see our points lead, I would go north. That's why I'm at this moment considering turning north and going around the horn of the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just don't know. I think that's where the carrier is, and I should have told our König to get into the cap to interrupt their points, but I didn't. And I'm just not sure, and in a moment you can see me actually considering going north. Here you go. And I tell Malice, my division mate, about my concern. He tells me to go straight ahead, because he's got that gut feeling.
And sometimes gut feeling and intuition is all it takes.
Yeah, but like I said, if I were the Red Wyoming, I would have gone north, and I would have tried to hide, and that would have won us the game, because we're ahead on points.
Mm-hmm. Now you've been detected, so the game is up. They know where you are and where you're coming from.
Yeah, at this moment I'm thinking it's probably a loss. They're probably going to hide, and we're never going to find them. I also figure that if the Wyoming or the carrier was hiding against the very edge of the island, our König would have seen them by now.
I think it's interesting, though, you're being targeted, so that means the Wyoming is looking at you.
Yes.
And there come the shells, so that tells you where he is.
It's this salvo that strengthened my resolve to just go up the middle.
Absolutely. Because the sooner you get around that little bend there, the sooner you can get some guns on the target.
Yeah, there's 2 minutes and 10 seconds left on my timer, so no way we're gonna end by capping. We're interrupting their cap, so we need a kill.
Right, absolutely. And I mean, you've done pretty good work already. 159,000, about to be more. And already got your high caliber.
Yeah, if this were any other battle, I would already be happy, but I wanted to win this. I stupidly still had HE in my pipes. I should have loaded AP already.
Well, I mean, you just never know. I mean, you couldn't have expected this guy to pop out broadsiding to you. I mean, maybe well, I don't know. You did have that one salvo that was sent overhead, so I guess if you counted the shells, maybe.
Yeah, I'm still afraid of the carrier, and I'm actually glad that he drops on the König and not on me.
Well, with tier 5, I mean, it's only auto drops, so that definitely works in your favor.
Yeah, but they still hurt. I overcorrect here.
Yep, you did.
Ow. That was a bad salvo on the Wyoming, only one overpin. Now I'm just trying to get my rear turrets in.
Right. Now I see you seem to use your mouse wheel a lot to wheel in and out for zoom. Is there a reason you don't use the shift key to do extreme zoom, extreme out?
I always know what happens when I scroll my mouse. And Thank you. That was a lovely citadel, but it's not enough! Only 25 seconds left. I always know what's going to happen if I scroll my mouse, and sometimes shift still surprises me.
Got it. And with the last 10 seconds, I'm going to slow this down just a little bit here so we can continue talking and conclude the battle. So I'm going to hit end key now to pause it here. But it looks like you're going to kill this Wyoming. There he goes. And now I got to pause here at 7 seconds left. And at this point, looking at the score, it doesn't matter where that carrier is. You've won.
We've won. The only way he can win is if he sinks one of us. And he ain't going to do that in 5 seconds.
Nope. Nope. So... what would you say after rewatching this replay? What are the things that you did right? What are the things that you did wrong?
What I did right was watch my minimap, flex back, and what I did wrong was I could have flexed back earlier, and I could have made better choices in ammo selection at some points. But that's just the way it rolls. I could have made some better shots at some points, but overall I'm not going to complain about this result.
Absolutely. And one thing I like about this game is that if you make mistakes, it doesn't necessarily mean the game is over, you're dead. Sometimes. But you can still recover from a lot of them. So.
Yeah, the biggest thing that I didn't do that I should have done is communicate more with my team.
Absolutely.
As you are very fond of hammering on about.
Yeah, you've watched a lot of my videos, huh?
I have.
I think, you know, that communication with the team is so huge, and you know, I know some people hate the idea of a whole team voice chat, but I think in some cases that would really have a huge impact on how the game plays out.
Yeah, another problem with communication is the quick commands are often ignored, and even regular chat often gets lost in the maelstrom of everything that's happening.
Absolutely. But, I mean, it's what we have, so I guess we use what we have, right?
Yeah, for lack of better.
Alright, well, Lert, I want to say thank you so much for being willing to do this joint commentary with me, and for sending the replay in. And I can't wait, by the way, to check out that Nelson game you sent in. I might take a look at that soon, too. That was the on the new scenario, right?
On the operation, yes, that was actually the first time I tried that operation.
Yeah, so I'll probably check that out soon. You know, I don't know if you want to do another joint on that or not, but anyway, I just want to say thanks again, and guys that are watching, you know, feel free to comment and let us know what you think about this game, and keep sending me replays so I can keep, you know, sharing the good stuff with everyone.
Yep, thanks for having me, and thank you all and for all internet for watching.
All right, great. Take care, man. And we've got 5 seconds, so I'm going to play it now. We're going to watch 182,000 damage. And that's game. Alright, once again, everyone, thanks for watching. Lert, thank you again. And have a great day, everyone.